We are live. What's up, everybody?
Hey!
Oh my God, I love it. I love when you do that. It always echoes. It's like weird. It always echoes. But anyway, it's hilarious. Oh yeah, let me do that. Let's do that first. We love PTI, our fathers, and we're here in honor of them. So look at, it's Barry D and Tommy D, Old Men in Sweats. I'm Barry D, and this is my buddy here, Tommy T, and this is our program. We're going to do our slate. This is what we do. We're professional. We grew up in Hollywood in our adult years. We did many things in the entertainment business, and we always do a professional slate. 1, 2, 3, action. All right, action, that's that. This program is brought to you by our Cajun brothers at Brew Crew Media and Hornitos Tequila, which I don't have my Hornitos shot, but...
Okay, here we go. I got it. Only thing is, I do my shot a little different. People do their Hornitos shot with lime, right? I do mine with a banana. I got my banana shot with that. So,
oh my God. Okay. All right. That's cool. That's cool. So you got that. Okay. So Hornitos Tequila is a proud sponsor of Brew Crew Media and Old Men in Sweats. Here's to the shot takers. Tommy T took his shot, right?
Woo! Yeah.
Here's to the shot takers. In addition, we would like to obviously thank Draftkings because this is our Draftkings special. As a sponsor, welcome to Draftkings. This is our live show, Chiefs vs. Raiders, NBC Sunday Night Football. We'll be doing our Draftkings app, and we'll be doing our in-game lines, betting, back and forth, giving you advice, picks. Tommy T will be maybe even doing something else. I'm not sure what you'll be doing with the picks, but you come up with always good ideas on the in-game live betting. So we'll be doing that through our DraftKings DraftKings app. All you sweaties out there, remember during the live show, comment. We'd love to have your comments. Remember to watch the replay on YouTube and or Facebook. And remember to subscribe to us on all our social media platforms for the audio, for the podcast, and all the video things, be it Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook, all those things. I mean, there's so many platforms. Like, I feel like it's platform heavy in the world.
Yeah, there's an endless amount of platforms. I didn't even know what a platform was until recently, you know? The heck? I mean, what's a platform? And when we were young, what was a platform?
I don't even know. I don't even know what it was. So I got one more thing to do. I've got to do the DraftKings. I got to do the DraftKings copy here. This is things you need to do when you're in this business. It's an entertainment business. We're going to try to entertain, but you also have to pay the bills. Remember they used to say that way back when we would watch TV, Tommy, back when we were kids and there was 4 stations. They would always say, we got to go and pay some bills.
Yeah. They will lie.
Remember that? It was hilarious.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, so here we go. This is our DraftKings. Again, we appreciate DraftKings sponsoring us. Welcome to our special DraftKings special. The Chiefs at the Raiders Sunday Night Football on NBC will be doing in-game betting on our DraftKings app. Football fans who are ready to score free bets, now you can, when you bet on NFL games this week with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. New customers who bet just $1, just $1, 4 quarters, 100 pennies, 10 dimes, 20 nickels. Either team, you bet on either team to score, you can win $100 in free bets when one of the teams scores. When one of the teams scores, you score. If Sportsbooks isn't available in your state yet, DraftKings won't leave you behind. Everyone can play for huge cash prizes all season long with DraftKings Fantasy Sports Contest. Tommy T, we're experts in sports, fantasies, football also, especially all fantasy sports, but definitely fantasy football. We're big shots at that. We're like huge on keeping guys on the bench and blocking guys when we go to the free agent wire, right, Tommy? Me and you are strategic maniacs in fantasy football.
I mean, buddy, I've had Taylor Heineke on my roster for the last 3 or 4 weeks ever since Josh Allen came off his bye week.
There you go.
I don't need him, but I'm not releasing him.
No,
he hasn't played well, but I'm not releasing him because somebody's quarterback goes down. Right, then they're going to come and look for a replacement, and they might go to Heineke.
Yeah,
So
you
I
might
don't-
trade him. You might trade him if the deal's right.
Even then, you know, like I said, I don't need him, and I'm not going to you know, I'm gonna hang on to him until like I get too many injuries or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I can't until I have to move him.
So everyone on DraftKings can play for huge cash prizes all season long with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports Contest. DraftKings is giving all new customers a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes with their first deposit. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code PLUS, capital letters PLUS, or the promo code capital letters OMIS, which you see there on above the screen. Bet $1 on either team to score and win $100 in free bets. If they score, you score with promo code plus PLUS, capital letters, or OMIS, capital letters. Plus this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, must be 21 or older, New Jersey, Indiana, or Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit and $1 wager required. One per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Don't call 1-800-Kenny Rogers. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. That's my particulars for today. I stumbled a little bit because I tell you, I'm already like I already had a bucket of Miller Lite. During the early games, I already had a bucket of Miller Lite, and then I went in to watch the Vikings game, you know, and I had a order of mozzarella sticks.
Oh my goodness!
And I had a bucket of Miller Lite, which is 5 beers, and 5 beers for me.
Really?
Yeah, a bucket's 5 beers.
You
Miller
had
Lite.
Afternoon. You had a nice afternoon.
So I apologize if during the particulars I'm stumbling, but I'm still a little off, and I didn't even get to watch my Vikings at the end win.
What happened?
They won.
But why didn't you get to watch them?
Because I was in between leaving to get ready for the show, and I couldn't. I just was like, I was nervous to stay for the whole thing, no matter what, because they always lose when I watch them till the end. So I was kind of like thinking, like, okay, I'm not going to watch them till the end, and plus I wanted to get home and be ready.
Well, they pulled it out today because they utilized Justin Jefferson. They got him those big passes along the sidelines. I mean, that guy's terrific. He's a great player. Finally. I want to talk about that, more of that later. So just for you people, oh man, you know what? Facebook didn't work for us. The Facebook stream didn't work. God dang it. Hang on. Don't we have a technical person that can help us with that?
That's what I'm putting on that hat right now. Hang on, I'm putting on that hat, going live in 0-0. What do you mean? So I'd like to go live now. Plan to go live. I don't know what happened here. Going live soon at 2:23 p.m. What do you mean 2:23 p.m.? It's supposed to be 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. Oh man. All right, I can't worry about it. I don't even know how to set it. Are you still there?
I'm here.
I'm trying to see if I can get this going. Because maybe if I change the time. Because Facebook's got this thing that if you're 10 minutes late, but we weren't 10 minutes late, you don't go. It doesn't go. Which is some weird, they got some weird thing.
You and I are never late.
No, I wasn't 10 minutes late. Like it says, we have trouble streaming to Facebook. This may have issue on Facebook's end. Is it possible the stream was ended or deleted on Facebook? We'll keep trying and let you know. Please use Facebook to ensure the stream looks okay. If this continues for a while, try creating a new broadcast. Yeah, I got time. I got time to do a new broadcast within the broadcast. Who am I? What's that guy from NBC, the sports guy? The big broadcast guy, the legend. Bob, remember the NBC sports head guy, the head honcho guy. Remember him? You mean Embersol. What
Dick Ebersol.
I'm not Dick Ebersol. I mean, they think I'm Dick Ebersol here. or just remove this destination from the broadcast, then re-add it. Should I just forget about it, Tom?
Well, how long will it take to re-add it?
That's a good question. I'll remove it.
Yeah. remove it because we're not on anyway.
Delete on Facebook. A post was created on Facebook for this. Delete it. All right, I did that. Now let me see if I can add it. Oh, hang on here. I think I might be. What time is it? What time is it, T? 8:11 Eastern?
8:11, yes.
All right, come on. All right, can I go right now? You going to let me go, or do I have to do... See, it's very schedule time and date to go live your audience. 10 minutes. Okay, I can do that.
Because kickoff is at 5:20.
Okay. Let's see. It looks like it's rebooting. We thank everybody for your patience during the technical difficulties. It actually looks like the Facebook, but Facebook's not Facebook anymore, right? Didn't that guy that stole the idea from those two twins at Harvard, didn't he change the name of it?
Yeah, he stole the idea of Facebook from the twins at Harvard, and then he stole the new name from Meta World Peace.
What is the new name?
Meta.
Oh, man.
He stole the name from Meta.
No.
Meta World Peace had that name first.
Is it METTA?
No, he spells it different. He spells it META, but it's still Meta.
Okay, you know what? Don't think for a minute that Meta World Peace isn't going to come after him. Well, that guy, this kid's... Go ahead.
Meta World Peace said he's cool with it, but you know Meta, he's very temperamental. He's cool with it last week, but he might not be cool with it next week.
Yeah, like he was temperamental when he went into the stands when he played for the Pacers. Yeah, like this guy, what's his name?
Poor guy, though. But the thing is, he went into the stands. He laid down on the scorer's table. The guy threw a cup of ice at him, and he went into the stands, and he kicked the crap out of the wrong guy. The guy who threw the ice did it like this. He beat up the wrong guy. Poor Meta. The poor wrong guy.
And remember that one
there, they were beating up the wrong guy. The guy didn't even throw anything.
And remember the one chubby kid that came like he was on the court, right on the court, and he kind of challenged him at the end. It was at the end.
Yeah.
And Meta just like it was like him one-on-one, and I don't even know what the guy was thinking. The guy was like 5'2", 250. And he looked at Meta and he put his dukes up. And I'm like, this guy's crazy. And I think he Meta well like that. And then the guy just kind of moved away. Yeah. But Mark Zuckerberg doesn't understand. He probably doesn't remember. He's probably too young to remember when it was Ron Artest from the inner city of New York.
When he made the game-winning shot in the Game 7 of the Lakers Celtics, not the game-winning shot, but he iced it. They were up by 1. And he hit that three. He passed it to Kobe. Kobe passed it back. And he took that three-pointer in the last minute of the game. It was the kind of three-pointer where you went, no. Yes, good shot.
Yeah.
That was that kind of shot. Right.
That's funny.
No, don't shoot it. Okay, good shot. So he made that shot to put him up by 4. And then, so then they won the championship. And Meta, after the game, he kept saying, Kobe passed me the ball. Kobe passed me the ball. Like, remember, he was freaking out. Kobe passed me the ball. And then the next year, before the season started, he changed his name to Meta World Peace. Yeah. So it was in the offseason after the championship of 2010.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So Zuckerberg, he doesn't know the wrath that can come down from Ron Artest / Meta World Peace. He's got no idea.
Send Zuckerberg the link from the Malice at the Palace. That's what they called it, the Malice at the Palace. Send him the link so he can see what Ron Artest, the Meta World Peace, can do.
All right, so you got the game on, right?
Yeah, I got the game.
All right, you got the DraftKings app on? Can you get the DraftKings app on your telephone?
Yes.
Right now, that girl's singing. Who's that girl? She's a country singer, but she sings kind of like rock and roll for that song. Are you ready for what? Who is that girl?
Isn't it Miranda Lambert or something?
Yeah, like that? That's her. So she's country, but she's not. And there's the Vegas Strip, which we are in Vegas. And Ace Rothstein is somewhere there on the Strip, along with the Hangover guys.
Yeah, Ace is under the Strip.
Ace is under the Strip. So right now, I want to just see if I can play something, because I just would like to play this this Raider thing fast. I want to see if I can play this. Where is it? Share just for a little second here, because this is like classic Raider stuff.
Yeah,
I want to play this. It might take us off the screen, but I think people will like it.
During the flamboyant 10-year history of the American Football League, several fierce rivalries developed. But none
you see it, Tom?
Between the black
I love
and
it.
the red.
I love it.
The Oakland Raiders
I love
and the
it, buddy.
Kansas City Chiefs.
I can't see you because you're at Derek Carr's
The
elbow.
NFL's two most successful teams fought each other 22 times.
Look at LaMonica.
Each team won 11, and many of these were relentless
Is
struggles.
that Otis Taylor? Tom, is that Otis Taylor?
No, Otis Taylor's 89.
Yeah, that's Otis Taylor.
Yeah.
Isn't this awesome? Look at this.
Awesome,
But in
buddy.
Kansas City, the Chiefs' defense broke down football's most prolific scoring machine.
Look at this. Look at this. 1969.
Receivers injured. Coach Hank Stram resurrected the old straight T
They had Ed
formation.
Polak.
The Chiefs passed a record low 3 times. They ran a record high 60 times.
Tommy, they only threw 3 times. They ran 60 times in that.
Wendell
Crazy.
Hayes
I don't know how
for
they do that,
89
buddy. I
yards.
swear to God, I don't know how they do that.
Look at that guy. Look how big that.
Gold for 95 yards. Despite adversity, the Chiefs had powered their way to a surprising victory.
He said matriculate down the
2
field.
weeks later in Oakland,
Yeah.
quarterback Darryl LaMonica,
Look at Darryl
the
LaMonica.
champion Raiders played their best game of the season and dominated the Chiefs, just as the Chiefs had dominated them 2 weeks before.
This is how you get ready for a rivalry like this. You watch this. Look at Blitnikoff. Look at Blitnikoff. That guy was awesome.
He wasn't even fast, though, but he always got open. I don't understand.
Look at him. Oh, look at LaMonica. Little kind of sneak.
What was LaMonica's
By the
nickname?
end of the 1968
I don't know.
season, Oakland
Mad
and
Bomber.
Kansas City each
Oh, yeah.
won 12 of 14 games, setting up the AFL's first Western Division playoff. And on a cold, wet day in Oakland, the league's first 2 Super Bowl teams finally decided a championship.
Isn't that awesome? Look at this. Look at the goalpost in the middle of the end
By the
zone.
end of the first quarter, Darryl
Yeah.
LaMonica had
I love
fired
that.
3 touchdown passes.
That LaMonica,
The
I mean,
Raiders
Blitnikoff was crazy.
LaMonica later added
I love
2
that,
more
buddy.
touchdown passes.
That's why they have that receiving award, right? Is named after him.
To Fred Biletnikoff.
Look at him. Look at him. My God. Where'd Blitnikoff go to college?
Florida State University.
Uh-huh.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
For the first time
I don't
in
know-
5
I don't know
years,
where
the
Otis
Chiefs
Taylor
could
went to
not
college,
score
though.
a touchdown.
Oh.
The Raiders ended the Chiefs' 1968 season
Is that
by
the-
giving
who's
them
that?
the worst beating in their history.
Oh, they crushed them. The Raiders crushed them that time. I love watching this stuff. See, not enough young kids watch this stuff.
Yeah.
You got to watch this stuff. Look at Hank Stram. That's it. Isn't that fantastic?
I love that, buddy.
I mean, it's just like, all right, how do I get rid of it now? Let's see here.
Okay, I'm on the Draftkings app.
All right, so that was like, so for a lot of you people out there, I'm sure there's people that know that stuff, old Raider and Chief fans, but that was from 1969, the AFL days, and when they met and they split those 2 games. And it's amazing that the Chiefs, that one game, they ran 60 times, they only threw it 3 times. They won that game. And then the Raiders dominated them that second game. But it's funny, you watch these guys like Blitnikoff was, back then, he was like a freak. Like back then he was slow, but back then he had moves and he was just really hard to tackle and stuff. The guy, like he was like a guy today that's like a freak, like he's like, like a Hopkins. I know that's kind of weird to say, but he was back then. The guy just would get open and no one could guard
He
him.
was shifty. Yeah, I mean, and he had to stick him everywhere too, like Lester Hayes.
Yeah, like I don't know if a lot of people.
Everywhere.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Like they would wear the stickum
everywhere. He wore the stickum everywhere.
And when did they outlaw that?
After the Raiders won the Super Bowl in 1980, I think it was when they beat
the
Eagles.
The Eagles with Ron Jaworski?
Yeah, after that, because Lester Hayes had stickum on his helmet. He had it all over his arms. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was
used it.
Yeah, that was Jaworski and Harold Carmichael.
Yeah, he had it everywhere.
And did Herm Edwards play on that team?
Yeah, he was on the 1980 team for the Eagles. Yeah, he was on that team.
And the most famous thing Herm Edwards did was he got that fumble from Pisarcik, the Giants.
Yeah, he's the one that returned the touchdown when Pisarcik tried to hand it off to Larry Zonka.
Yeah, and he ran it for a touchdown. So this is one thing, like people that watch us, and people that don't watch us, people that have no idea who Old Men and Sweats is. If you watch us, we're going to give you history. We're going to give you current. We're going to give you tidbits. You're going to like, how the heck did they remember? Where's that from? Like, where's that from? Like,
buddy, I don't even know how we remember it either. It's just how we are. We're nuts.
Visually, I just remember like Herm Edwards getting that fumble recovery. I remember it like it was yesterday. I watched that game. I watched that game on the 4 channels we had, one of the 4 channels. I remember that play. I remember Harold Carmichael and Jaworski in that Super Bowl against the Raiders with what's his face was the Raider quarterback from Stanford.
Jim Plunkett.
Jim Plunkett. And was the Raiders were a better team that year, right, than the Eagles?
No, the Raiders were not a better team. The Eagles, the Eagles won the division. They beat the Cowboys. They won the division for the first time under Dick Vermeil, and the Raiders were a wild card. The Raiders were like 9-7, I think. They were the first wild card to win the Super Bowl.
That's right, they were. Okay, so right now, what kind of line did you have for the initial game? Can you tell me what the initial line was, over, under, and game?
The initial line that I had on this game. Yeah, why is my app not working? Nothing works in this stuff. So yeah, the initial line was KC's a field goal favorite in Vegas.
Okay, what was the over under? Do you have the over under?
The over under is only 54, not high, because KC's offense has been dreadful.
Okay, so right now on the DraftKings app, if you download the DraftKings app, $5 deposit, you can make a $1 deposit, try to win 100 free bets. I would have already pregame, which I did. I would take the Chiefs money line, not -3. Just take the money line and lay the extra money. I would take the over, even though I know that's a really risky bet, and everyone thinks the Chiefs offense isn't doing that well, and you don't have Ruggs anymore for the Raiders, which we're going to have to talk about. They have Deshaun Jackson, but I still have a weird feeling it's going to go over. That's what I would do initially, and then we're going to have to start doing this in-game. I'm going to open my DraftKings app too, and another thing that DraftKings just sent me is to download the DraftKings app now and use the code OMIS, all capital letters, to play free for millions. Millions, Tom. Like millions.
That's crazy.
Like, watch. $1 million. $1 million.
$5 million.
$5 million. That's code OMIS to get free shot at millions in total prizes with your first deposit with the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. Go to DraftKings, download the app, use the code OMIS, and get your chance to win millions. Now we're going to do some in-game bets. But right now, what did you take for the initial game? I took KC money line over. What did you take for the initial?
I took KC minus the points, and I'm taking KC in the over in a parlay.
Oh, so you're going parlay action, and you're taking KC -3.
Yep.
Okay, all right. I'm going to go money line. So both of us may win that one, and then you parlaying it. I'm doing straight bets on KC money line and KC over. All right, so let's look at what's going on here, T. So Mahomes, they got the ball. They got the kickoff. Mahomes, they have the ball. KC the first possession of the game. And I can't comment directly.
Yeah, I mean, the Raiders already stopped them. I don't know how. I mean, KC's offense has been so bad, it's like pissing me off.
So they just stopped him. That was 3 and out. So that's 3 and out. So 3 and out for KC. Mahomes just threw that third down with his left hand. I mean,
he's got to stop doing that. He's got to stop throwing the ball with his left hand. Like, no one's impressed by that anymore.
I know. I don't understand that. It's like, stop doing that. No one cares.
Yeah, it's like, like that off script play is not working. I don't know why he's doing that so much.
Oh, wait a minute. What I got? Oh, look. Oh, wait a second. Hang on, honey. Wait, hang on a second. I'm sorry. Hang on 1 second. Thank you. Oh, look what I got. Look.
What do you got?
What's that? Bean? Macaroni and bean? I got macaroni and bean soup.
I don't know how you do that.
Look at that. Look at that. Look how hot. Look at that. You can see it. Look at the heat, Tom.
I don't know how he does that.
A macaroni and bean soup with a few crackers. I just got it delivered by DoorDash.
Really?
Yeah, DoorDash just came. The guy came. He rang the bell, and I had someone go get it. And the DoorDash guy gave me it. It's fresh soup, macaroni and bean from one of my favorite Italian restaurants. I appreciate that. Thank you, DoorDash. And DoorDash, if you're looking for sponsors, Old Men Sweats is looking also. We're always in need of food during a game, during any of our shows, and we love all different kinds of food: Chinese, Italian, Lebanese.
I like Lebanese, Thai, all that stuff is good, buddy.
So DoorDash, give us a call. Email us, oldmensweats@gmail.com. So right now, the Raiders got the ball. The Chiefs punted. The Chiefs, that was not a good first drive to get the ball and just go 3 and out. Like, again, they look the same, Tom. They look the same.
I mean, at some point, buddy, isn't Mahomes going to snap out of it and go back to being the best?
I don't know. Like I'm wondering, like watching Brady today, and Brady's a whole different thing, TB old 12. But the way the Redskins played Brady today, because he had, he's got, Brown's out, Gronk's out, and the other guy was playing on a gimpy foot. They just played underneath. I think they play that. What's it called?
That cover 3.
The cover 3. Yeah. And they did that today against Brady because they knew Evans, if they, was the only guy deep. And they just let him throw it to Fournette, and he was throwing it to Fournette like crazy.
Well, and then got the one long pass later, but that was it, though.
That was it. And if you get a penalty, the philosophy is that if the offense gets a penalty, they're behind the chains, or they'll make a mistake, and then the other team gets the ball. And I think kind of in a way, I'm not sure if it's exactly what people are doing against Mahomes, but it seems like similar.
Yeah, well, they stopped blitzing him. Right, they're playing 8 deep, and they're playing that umbrella defense. Look, you got smelling salts.
Get ready.
You got smelling salts.
It's like Vic. Yeah, the Vicks. I gotta get ready. I gotta get ready for the game here. So they're not blitzing him, and they're doing that now with Mahomes too.
Yeah, they're not blitzing him. Okay, here's my in-game stuff. Okay, good, I got it.
All right, what do you got? What are you looking at?
Okay, so right now. It's 1.5. The Chiefs are favored by 1.5 right now.
It
now
changed.
We're down to 1. So the line and the money line's minus 130 right now. If you take the Chiefs on the money line right now, it's minus 130 because they had that bad start, and the Raiders are across the 50-yard line.
I don't know. Like it's And the over-under just went down by like a half. Let me look at some other things here.
Yeah,
where's
went down to 49.5. It went down 4.5 points already in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, that's
that first down,
that's a lot. All right, Derek Carr.
Yeah, he didn't get that first down.
No, see these guys, these offenses. Was that Jacobs out of the backfield? Carr to Jacobs out of the backfield. Nothing. Fourth down.
In inches, and they got to go for it early in the game. They got to go for it. Yeah, Jacobs got to break that tackle. He looked like Ezekiel Elliott on that play. The first guy brings him down.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Yeah, why can't he get away from that guy?
One guy.
Jeez. That field, like, it seems like there's a lot of divots all the time. It looks like that field's soft.
No, it's not. It's is it real grass? It looks real grass, but I think
it's real grass. I think they did it like Arizona did it. I think they may pull it out like Arizona does, and they water it and bring it back in or something.
Oh, is that what Arizona does?
Yeah, Arizona wheels the field out, and they water it.
Arizona's got an outdoor stadium, though, but I guess you could do the same if you're going to water the grass. I guess
yeah, they pull it out. It's really interesting. I saw like a documentary about it. So it's 4th and inches. They did the measurement, which is the thing to do. Obviously, the officials did that. I think you're right, Tay. They're going to go for it.
No, they got to go for it. They got a 4th and inches. You got to go for it.
Oh, they got the Oregon Duck. They got the Oregon Duck in.
Who's the Duck?
Mariota. They got the Duck in. The Oregon Duck's going to take this play, I guess.
Oh, I like that. And they got Derek Carr split wide. I like that.
I would take Carr out.
Yeah, you're right. You should take Carr out. They're not going to throw it to him. No one's going to guard him.
I put another guy in that's a possibility.
Look at that. They commit a penalty. See, that's the Raiders, man. That's a terrible penalty. You know?
Al Michael said they were discombobulated.
Did he use that term? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I think that no one should be allowed to use the word discombobulated after Mike Tyson said it in 1986 when he beat Marvis Frazier, or he beat one of those guys. Remember, before he really became the champion, he said, I was discombobulated. When Mike Tyson said I was discombobulated in the mid-'80s, that word should have been put to rest. That was the greatest use of it ever.
So the Raiders blew that. They had a false start. They blew it.
You blew it. What, Barry D? What movie is this from? You blew it.
That's from Copland.
Yes.
Copland, when De Niro tells Stallone wants to come back now and talk to the investigators, and De Niro's putting the files away, and he's got his sandwich. And he goes, "You had your chance. You had your shot. I gave you a shot. You blew it. You blew it." He goes, "My hands are tied now. My hands are tied." He goes like that. And Stallone goes, "What do you mean? You said you would help me. Get this guy out of here." He goes, "Get this guy out."
Well, De Niro played the internal affairs guy. He was trying to bring down the dirty cops, and he had no help. Stallone was the only guy. He was a witness. He couldn't help him.
It's so funny. My hands are tied. My hands are tied. All right, so that was an uneventful 2 drives.
Well, yeah, they both got 3 and outs. Right. Absolutely, buddy.
I mean, it was terrible. And so right now, going to the app, you can take the Chiefs -2 on the DraftKings app, over 48.5. Raiders +2, obviously, under, and then you have the under 48.5. Right now, I have got the Chiefs money line, so I have no interest in going to -2. You have the Chiefs -3. I don't think you have any interest in going down a point.
No.
That's not enough.
No.
And the spread is not enough either. Let me look at some other things. Sometimes there's some really interesting.
Yeah, they got the alternate spreads in here.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to come up on my phone. Really interesting. So I already have the Chiefs. I got the Chiefs money line. You got -3. So if I still believe in the Chiefs, I mean, go crazy right now and think, is 8.5 too much for the Chiefs to win by? +240.
Yeah, where's that?
I don't know.
You're looking at the alternate spreads?
Yeah, I mean, is +240, 8.5 too much? Now it's, guess what? It wasn't too much, because now it went from 8.5 to -9 at +240.
Yeah.
And the best Raider bet, like sometimes you got to grab those now because you're going to get the lowest line amount with the highest payoff because nothing's happened yet. And I'm trying to look at the so the Raiders. So say you think the Raiders are going to make some action here. It's reloading again because so many people are on this DraftKings app.
Why does keep going blank?
Because so many people are making wagers on the DraftKings app under the code OMIS or the code plus. That's what happens. You could take the Raiders -6, Tom, for plus 300.
-6?
-6 plus 300.
I don't, but the Raiders aren't going to cover this. They're not going to win by more than 6. I mean,
yeah.
what is Kansas City doing? I mean, come on. Are they not going to snap out of this funk?
It doesn't look like it right now. I thought they were going to. That's why I took them, but I only took the money line.
Defensive backfield, buddy. They got a terrible defensive backfield.
I thought it was going to be already. I thought KC was going to jump on them.
Well, they still might. They just got their first down of the game.
But right now it's working. And even though the Raiders didn't make anything on their first drive and they blew that drive with that penalty, this is still working out for them right now because it's just like, even Steven here and nothing's happened. So for them, how much time is gone by? Like 5 minutes?
No, almost 8 minutes.
7. Oh my God, almost half the quarter.
Half the first quarter.
I mean, who's that? Frank Gore?
No, Frank Gore is going to fight Darren Williams in a boxing match, but on the undercard. In fact, some teams tried to sign Frank Gore this year to replace an injured running back, and he said, "No, I'm going to focus on my boxing now." So he's going to fight Darren Williams.
Are they the same weight class?
Well, Darren Williams.
Little Darren Williams from the Nets.
Yeah, he's like 6'4", 6'3", 230. Gore's like, they're the same weight class, buddy.
All right, Mahomes.
I mean, Darren Williams might be a little lighter than Gore, and Gore's shorter, right? Gore's like 5'11", right? Isn't he like a short, stocky guy?
Incomplete. Yeah, I don't know about that fight. I don't think I'm that interested in that, but I'm sure somebody is. So Tyreek Hill, he went deep.
No, that was a good play, though. They pushed the ball down the sideline.
Yeah.
Hill had a half a step on the defensive back, and Mahomes just missed it. It was off his fingertips, but that's not a bad play. I mean, you got Tyreek Hill. You got to try to push it down the field as much as you can to him. There's two ways of getting Hill involved in the offense. Obviously, that's the way, is taking the top off the defense, like bringing him down the field. But the other way is getting him on some of those underneath plays where he catches it in full speed, and then he uses his running ability underneath, right? So, but this way, you got to do that. You got to push the ball down the field. They had him one-on-one. I don't know who's number 35 for the Raiders.
I don't know, but he did a good job there. But sometimes I think with Hill, too, you run him down the sideline, right on the sideline, and then you let him cut in, and you throw the ball in the middle of the field, and you just try to get him to outrun the guy. But the pattern looks like a deep sideline.
Does it often. Mahomes does that often. Yeah, they use that.
I like that play.
Look, the Hill's in motion. Another thing is they keep Tyreek Hill in motion all the time.
Yeah, he's like a little water bug, that guy.
That's
I like him.
Kelsey, that's a tight end. Kelsey.
There you go. Who's that?
He's been missing from the offense. He hasn't had that.
There you go.
Lately.
Yeah, he disappeared the last few games offensively.
Yeah, so, they expect him to return and make his presence known in this game.
Well, instead of his reality show chasing Kelsey, it's like finding Kelsey.
That's
like,
fun.
where is he?
I like that.
It's like, where is he bad? Find him.
Finding Kelsey in the secondary.
I'm gonna look at some.
See, now they're moving the ball. See, they're looking better now. Of course, the Raiders don't have a great defense.
Look at that. That was a big play. That's a big play.
Did you see the TikTok video with Damon Arnett, the guy they just cut this past week?
Yeah, it's all about that. My God.
The guy, a little over a week after his teammate Henry Ruggs gets into that deadly car crash.
Terrible.
A week after that, you got Damon Arnett. He's an off-troubled cornerback who actually wasn't playing well at all. They drafted him in the first round, which was a major reach. The same round that they picked Ruggs. They picked Ruggs like 11 or 12, and then they picked this Arnett later in the first round. And then he releases a video. It looked like a selfie, right? It was a self-made video.
Kelsey.
Yeah, Kelsey again. He releases that video holding an automatic rifle or some kind of AR or some kind of weapon.
Uzi.
Look like an Uzi. And he's telling some guy, "I'll kill you." Like, what? Like, I cannot. It was so bad. I cannot believe it. I don't know. I don't know if he was drunk too. I mean, even though he was in his own house, I just can't believe that he released that video on TikTok. You know what kills me about these guys, buddy, is they were drafted in 2020, right? They were just drafted. And they both come from Ohio State, Arnett, and Alabama, Ruggs. Those guys have been taught and trained since the time they entered college about the perils of social media and the obvious drinking and driving, right? I mean, there's all kinds of help for these guys and training. And then Ruggs and then both, they go to those rookie symposiums, right? When you're drafted, you go to these big things where they have all these ex-coaches and players speaking to you about how to handle your money and handle your business off the field. Everyone's told these guys about posting stuff on social media or drinking and driving. I mean, and they don't listen. They don't listen to anything. They don't listen. All the training, all the veterans that have told them, all the coaches, all the symposiums, everything just falls by the wayside. They don't listen to anything. And
they have so much. They have all the tools. They can get a guy from the NFL Players Association, like in this drunk driving scenarios, to pick them up. They can get someone from the Raiders. They can make
a ride share program. They don't even pay for the Uber. They don't pay for the Lyft. I mean, again, obviously money's not really an issue for these young guys. They have it, right? But it's just that now one guy's in jail and probably will be for a long time, and the other guy's out of football, and no one's going to pick him up anytime soon.
No.
I mean, he might get another shot down the road, maybe next year. I don't know. But he wasn't even good. Like, he wasn't even producing. He was on the bench. I don't know.
It's terrible. It's not good too. And I don't think they get the idea too that there's a lot of fans that are really invested that spend money indirectly or directly, game tickets, merchandise, whatever. And there's a team organization that spends money and all this. Like, oh.
Yeah, that was easy.
Wow. And I think the guys, so there you go, Mahomes to Hill, first score of the game, KC 6, Raiders 0, 2:11-ish left, and getting ready to kick the extra point-ish. That was, next time I want to look at, like I'm in the app right now, and they have, you see the thing that is next play? That's interesting. Like they have this thing, like if you go on the top and you can, the wheel.
Yeah, I got it. Next play.
I like that next play thing, so. First KC Chiefs kickoff to be a touchback. Second Las Vegas Raiders drive. First play to be a first down.
No,
that's interesting.
First play is a pass attempt.
Okay.
I think I would go minus 110 on that. I'd put 110 on that. I think they're going to pass on the first play.
Yeah, so you minus 10. Yeah, and so right off the bat, if you take that, the next drive for the Raiders, the second drive on the DraftKings,
so great. You can make a bet on every play.
Yeah, so it's that play. So basically, you've just focused on that one play. So when they come back from a commercial break, right now in the DraftKings app, if you got the app, if you don't have it, go download it and use the code O.M.I.S or the code PLUS, all capital letters, $5 deposit. You could win millions, $1 bet. And it's funny, like, second Las Vegas Raider drive, first play attempt type. And the pass is minus 110.
Yeah.
That's a good bet.
Yep.
I mean, so you play it right now. Let's play that. I want to play that. I'm going to play that minus 110 on the next Raider play coming out of the commercial break. The Chiefs are up 7-zip. I like that. Because, you got to think they're going to go, okay, play action. Let's see if we can catch them off guard. We're down 7. But knowing the Raiders, I don't know. Sometimes
It's hard to get
it's
that
funny.
bet in, though. They're having a hard time reaching the server.
Really?
Yeah, everyone's betting it.
Yeah. Get this. You ready for this one? Here's a big one. Second Las Vegas Raiders drive, first play to be a touchdown, plus 6,000.
$100
So,
6,000? That's great.
Plus 6,000 that the first play on their second drive coming up, the Raiders, plus $100 to win 6,000 on the DraftKings app. I mean, you know, it could be anything. It could be a run and Jacobs goes around and gets to the sideline. It could be, you know, Waller over the middle and he gets free. It could be Deshaun Jackson. It could be Deshaun Jackson. Newly acquired Deshaun Jackson. It could be him.
Playing? Is he playing?
Well, maybe he's got to sit out. Did he have to sit out?
No, well, they just picked him up. He's not playing. There's no way he's up to speed. No pun intended.
But that, you know, that's so if you wanted to bet, you know, $50, you bet 50, you win 3,000. You bet 25 bucks, you win 1,500. You can make a $25 bet. $25, nothing. For the second Las Vegas Raiders drive coming right up now, the first play to be a touchdown. You put 25 bucks on it.
Yeah.
Put $5 on it. That's huge odds.
Oh,
it's switching.
Close. I can't make that bet.
Yeah, because they're kicking it off. They already kicked it off. I have a little delay here. I think on your TV, if you look at your TV, I think they already kicked it off. That's why.
Yeah.
They put that aside here.
Well, here's the other one. Second Raiders drive, second play to be a touchdown is 6,000. Plus 6,000.
Why not?
All right, I'm gonna put $5 on it.
$50.
They just took it off. It's so fast.
Yeah.
Who's that up there? Who are those gold jackets up there at the Legion Stadium? You see those gold jackets, buddy?
Yeah, I'm looking. Oh, it looked like is the stork still alive?
It's funny.
No, really, the stork. It was the stork.
Ted Hendricks.
Yeah. Al Michaels just said the mad stork.
Yes.
He had a mustache. I recognize him from his mustache.
You're still alive, buddy.
The crowd, I don't hear anything from the crowd.
No, because it's 50-50. Half of them are Chiefs fans.
I mean, because all those KC people went in, right? Bought tickets, have fun in Las Vegas. Because let's face it, you know, I like the Chiefs too. Hashtag Chiefs Kingdom. You know, obviously, we're more Raider-centric because of Las Vegas. Hashtag Raider for life. Hashtag Raider Nation. And hashtag Just Win Baby. But, you know, when you live in Kansas City in the middle of, you know, in a flyover state, I mean, let's face it, you got a game that you can go to your division rival, and now they're in Las Vegas, not Oakland, and not L.A., but not Oakland. And you could go there and have a fun time. That's awesome for you. Right? Don't you want to go?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Why not? Let's look at the game. Alternate spreads. Let's see where. Huh.
So there's another third down.
Third down.
Another penalty?
Yeah. What's the next play?
Well, it's going to be a pass. It's going to be a pass to Hunter Renfrow.
I would hope so. They got to get that guy involved in the game.
Oh, my God. Jacobs looks terrible. Or Jalen Richard. The Raiders look awful.
They can't break a tackle. They can't break a tackle. Man, the Raiders' offense looks terrible. I mean, it's inept. They're inept right now. On offense, it looks terrible. And I'll tell you now, they better get going because if Mahomes gets another score.
Yeah, it's crazy. He fumbled.
Get it. He's got it. I think the Raiders got that one. No. I saw that guy. That guy right there, 87, got it.
Yeah, he fumbled it.
That's the Hughes. That's the guy from the Vikings. See, all the Viking players make mistakes everywhere they go. It doesn't matter. They make mistakes all over the place. So there was a wager we could have did on the DraftKings app where the second Las Vegas Raider drive, the fourth play was a punt fair catch.
Oh, that was an easy one.
But he didn't fair catch that one. Right? He took it and went.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But you would think that'd be, yeah. It's so interesting how much stuff there is now, like, because usually, like I said, back in the day, being older people, you would just play the game, and the game, there was a line and there was an over-under. There wasn't any player props. There was any in-game stuff. I like player props. I like in-game too, but I really like player props. Like today before the game, you probably could have got, Hill over 6 catches, over 90 yards. I like those. Like, I bet you Kelsey was low today, yards and catches, because he hasn't been doing anything, but already he probably looks pretty good on his prop bet for how many catches and how many yards. Like, I like those.
Well, he was due though, right?
He was due. Because I think those are really good ones, because you can look. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to know. Well, KC, excuse me, they use Hill, they use Kelsey. So you pick your poison there, and you figure it out. And and sometimes these yardage and these catches, it's not like crazy. Like I remember one I saw a few weeks ago. Hill was like, will he go over 6.5 catches? And will he go over like 85 yards? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, yeah. How many targets is he going to get? He's probably going to get double that in targets.
He's gonna get all of that in targets.
Yeah, and then he's one of those guys that even if you throw him the ball like 2 yards away, right, or a shuttle pass, which is a completion, a shuttle pass behind the line of scrimmage, he can get yards. He's like a perfect prop player to me. For catches, you go over on his catches, Tyreek Hill, and you go over on his yards. He's a perfect guy like that because he's so speedy and he can break tackles and he can take a shuttle pass and make 100 yards out of it. The guy, he's perfect. I mean, really, if I really had to play a prop guy almost every week, prop player, I'd probably play him.
Yeah.
Over catches, over yards. Kelsey. I used to think Kelsey, but now I don't know. It seems like teams are really keen on him now. He's not, but today he's doing better. Let's see what Carr's got.
Well, the Raiders just got the break of the game with that fumbled punt, right?
Wait, they gave it to him. See?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought they gave it to him. That's huge.
Go to a commercial. That was weird.
I don't know what that was. Maybe it was a one of those standard ones that they have at that time because it was right before the first quarter. They get that other commercial in.
Well, they got it because the first quarter just ended. Yeah, that was bogus. That shouldn't have been a commercial on that fumble. There was no change of possession.
And they don't need to get an extra commercial in, right?
Oh, yeah, that was no good.
All right, so end of first quarter, it's KC 7, Raiders zip. Raiders driving. And I tell you right now, they better do something with this because that one drive, their first drive, they had the ball near midfield and then they had a legal procedure and that ruined that 4th and short. This is like a gift right here. They better do something with that.
And then they complete a nice pass.
So right now, let's go next play. Let's go. I love this next play stuff. Next play. Where is it? Where did the next play go?
Right here. I got it. Next play, third Raider drive. Second play to be a touchdown, plus 1,300.
Wow.
Buddy, we got to put 100 on that.
Why can't I find the next play?
It's right after drive yardage.
Drive result, drive yardage. I got after drive yardage. I don't have it no more. I have pass yards, pass TDs.
What happened the next play?
They took it away from me because I'm on top of it. No, they would never do that. Alternate spread, alternate total. All right, well, what do you got there? Tell me what it is again. Next play.
Second play to be a touchdown. It's a plus 1,300, but get this. It's a minus 3,000.
What?
It's minus 3,000. No is a minus 3,000. So if you want to win $100 that this next play is not going to be a touchdown, you got to bet 3,000.
No, that's not doing that.
Who's going to do that?
But right now, where are they? What yard line they on? As we come back from commercial break for the
35 or something. 30.
And
buddy, listen, if we had 3,000 right now in the account, we would just go next play, no touchdown, right? And if they don't score,
we win $100
on the 1 yard line. We win $100. That's crazy.
And how much is it if they for TD? 100 to make 3,000?
Yeah, 1,300.
I take that.
It just went down.
I mean, so maybe they're going to throw it again. They had good play before the first quarter.
They just closed it. They went to the third play.
See?
Yeah, they just closed it.
They normally give up 26 points a game on average. He's got to get 28.
Man, I got like a bean in my throat from this macaroni bean soup.
This Derek Carr is a good. They're on a 23.
I'd go 100 for third. They better throw it. He's dropping back. It's a handoff in the shotgun or a throw.
He threw it to Renfro.
I hate that throw.
So we would have made $100 if we bet 3,000 on that last play.
Yeah, but if that little water bug Renfro breaks a tackle and goes for a TD, I don't like that play.
Alec Ingold's out for the year.
What do they call that play? I don't like that play.
A bubble
I hate
screen
that
or whatever. They used to call it a bubble screen.
I never think it works. Uh-oh. All right, what's the next play now? Let's get in there. Next play.
Okay, third Raiders drive, fourth play to be a first down, plus 140, minus 190.
Oh, so we're going for first down.
Yeah, so plus 140, but it's off. It's not green. I can't bet it.
It's 3rd and 6. I would say yes because I'm rooting a little bit for the Raiders right now here, even though I got KC money line. But because if they don't make the first down here, they get a field goal. He's got to throw this for 6 yards. Come on.
Oh, they got a flag.
They're bringing the kitchen sink.
They got a
That's
flag,
interference.
buddy. They got a flag.
Yep. Who's that guy?
It's Brian Edwards, the wide receiver.
Is he from Michigan?
No, South Carolina.
He's from South Carolina.
Yeah, he held him the whole way.
Yeah.
Jesus, that guy guarded him like he wanted his jersey. Like, give me that jersey. I like your jersey. Give it
terrible.
to me.
Terrible. Okay, let's see.
Look at Andy Reid just said, what the hell you doing? Keep your hands off him. I just read his lips.
I love
read lips, even with the mustache guarding the top lip.
I like that.
This is going nowhere.
This is a touchdown.
Dude, this guy can't run 1 inch.
Oh, jeez. See, Delvin Cook would have taken that in.
Delvin Cook's good, but Delvin Cook's going to be on a suspended list pretty soon.
No, that's a lie. All that's lies.
What do you mean? Delvin Cook claims that his ex-girlfriend came back to town, let herself in through the garage door opener, and caught him with the new girl and put a gun on him for 8 hours.
I believe it.
Oh my God!
Some of these girls are cray-cray. That girl's cray-cray. I think she did that to poor Delvin. All right, so I would bet next play is a touchdown.
Delvin's
whatever.
Crazy too. Get out of here. There we go. Hunter Renfro, your guy.
Touchdown. See, I would have won that.
That's your guy.
So whatever that was, I would have won that next play touchdown. Maybe it would have been $100 because it's so close to the end zone. That's a huge play for the Raiders. Huge. Huge. So now the big play is going to be, because I love this next play stuff. I mean, I love all the alternative totals and all that kind of stuff. But right now, I don't think we need to touch any of that. Let me look at past TDs. So, okay, so here's an interesting in-game. Right now, past TDs, Mahomes over 2.5 is minus 105, and Derek Carr over 2.5 is plus 115.
What is that again?
So Derek Carr
For what category?
Past TDs for the game.
Oh,
Right now, as it stands, right now from here on in, over 2.5, Derek Carr plus 115.
Yeah.
Over 2.5 minus 105, Mahomes. I mean, I would think Mahomes is going to get 2 more TDs.
for sure. For sure.
Even Carr.
Yeah, they both will. Yeah.
Well, wouldn't that be a good thing to maybe, you know what I would do? I'd bet both of them. I would take both of those. I take minus 105 to win 100.
Isn't this a fun way to watch the games? It's fun.
It's unbelievable. It's excellent. And I would right now would do that. I'd take Derek Carr after he just threw that TD pass over 2.5 plus 115. You bet $100 to win 115. And I would take Mahomes also over 2.5. You could take both of them.
Yeah,
And I would take him minus 105 to win 100. And if they both get 2 more TD passes, which is very possible, you got $200 right there. I mean, that seems like a really, because this game seems like it's going to be a pass game right now. What do you think?
Yeah, no one's running the ball. The
No
Raiders
one
can't run the ball.
The Raiders can't run it, and it looks like, if anything, Jacobs is going to be in the pass game. Waller hasn't even touched the ball yet for the Raiders.
Why isn't Kenyon Drake in there? Jacobs isn't even good in the pass game. He's not their better pass running back.
Well,
running back.
That's a good point. He's not, and that's probably going to change soon because it doesn't look like the running game is going to work here. It seems like screens are going to work maybe for running backs out of the backfield over the flat. So I would definitely right now in the DraftKings app, I would take Derek Carr over 2.5 passing TDs plus 115. And I'd take Mahomes over 2.5 minus 110. And if you haven't downloaded the DraftKings app yet, go download it. Get your smartphone out. Even we got smartphones. Get your Samsung or your iPhone out. Download the app.
Barry, is there a phone that's not a smartphone? Why do they even do that?
Yeah, I would get.
Is there a phone right now that can't like classify itself as a smartphone? They're all smartphones.
Well, I'm going to tell. Well, this is the funny thing about using the word smartphone. There were smartphones back when we grew up, and the smartphone was call waiting. That was the smartphone.
When we grew up, we didn't have call waiting.
I remember you hit the button and you go to the next line.
My parents still don't know how to use it. My parents, I'll call my parents' house and the phone rings and rings the whole time. The machine doesn't pick up. The answering service doesn't pick up, right? So then I call back like an hour later and I say, hey, I just called you, but nothing picked up. And my mom says, oh, I was on the phone. And I said, I know, but that's what call waiting's for. She says, oh, but when I'm on the phone, I don't like to use the call waiting. I said, but that's the only time call waiting works.
It's the only thing it's for.
They don't
and
like
then
it. My mom says it's rude.
No, but you tell the person, I have another call. Let me see if it's family. I'll be right back. No, then she tells you, I can't talk to you now. And then she goes back.
My mom thinks it's rude, so she doesn't use call waiting. And then my dad doesn't know how. So when I'm talking to my dad, the call, like if he's getting another call, he says, he goes, what's that? I go, it's probably call waiting. He says, I don't even know how to switch over. Well, then I don't even understand. And also, here's the other thing, buddy. They were the last people in America. They were the last people in this country to get call waiting.
Come on.
My parents are great, man.
Well, you know what I think it is with your mother? Does she know if she clicks it and goes to you? Look, I just talked about the running game, terrible. Yeah. And Kansas City rips off like a 20-yard run. So does your mother not understand if she clicks it and goes to you, and then she can click it back to go to the other person?
She's never done that. She's never ever done it. She doesn't. She doesn't even want to. My one thing about my mom is she doesn't even want to like hear the concept. So so she doesn't know. I mean, but here's the other thing though. When I'm talking to her and I get another call, I tell her, "Hold on a second, Mom. I got to get this. I got to check this." And so she'll hold on. So I'll jump over, and if it's one of the kids or something, I'll talk to one of my kids, and I'll say, "Listen, I'm talking to my mom. Let me call you back." And so they go, okay. So I click over back to my mom.
Yeah.
And then she's there. And I said, oh, it was just Bella or something. And so she understands it from my end, like when she's talking to me, but on her side of it, she's never switched over, got a call, and found out that the call wasn't important or not, and then switched back to me. It's just.
It's interesting. Oh, look at Kelsey.
Yeah, he's killing them today.
Oh, God. So he is crushing them today.
I hate when they get up and point first down. It's so lame.
It's so ridiculous.
So
of
lame.
course.
Oh, yeah, okay. You got a first down. I'll pat yourself in the back.
And also, it's just like demeaning the job of the chain gang. That's their only thing. They move the chain and they first down and the referee. It's like, you really got to do it. It's like.
It's so lame. Like, you got a first down. And they always do like, first down, like CeeDee Lamb earlier today. He was like, dude, you just got a first down. Like
everyone knows it's a first down.
Yeah, it's so lame.
So KC, after me and you had discussion that no one was going to run the ball, be able to run it, KC's ripped off some runs. Kelsey's got a pass here and there. They look like KC's offense on this drive looks pretty good.
Yeah, but they're playing the Raiders. The Raiders don't have a good defense. You look at the field. You're right about that field, buddy.
See?
The construction of the field.
There's a problem with that field. Oh, look, wait.
You see
that? And they're talking about it right now. See?
Oh, my God. You foreshadowed this. How'd you do this?
Look. I told you that's what they do. See?
That's amazing. That's really great work on your part there, buddy.
Yeah.
Excellent work.
They copy the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals did it. It works because the field needs sun. Look at Kelsey. Oh, this guy. Because the field needs sun. You would think it would dry out in Arizona or Vegas, but there's no way. It still needs sun. And then they wheel it back in. But Arizona's field, I never see divots like that. The grass, this must be different grass. Like there's something about the grass looks thicker on this field than the Cardinals field because it's just very divoty. It looks very wet. But yes, I knew about how they pulled that out. I watched a documentary about the Arizona Cardinals.
It's like you were talking to the production. You were in the production meeting earlier today.
Yeah,
the NBC production meeting.
Yeah, and they said, "What do you want to talk about?" I go, "I want to talk about the field, how they wing it out, water it, and then they do all the painting right outside. They do the whole thing."
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they do everything outside. Just get it done, wing it in.
Where outside? In the parking lot? What do you mean outside? They just wheel it out in the parking lot?
Yeah, right in the parking lot. There's a space out there where some guy just hours before was drinking and throwing up and just partying, like tailgating like crazy. That's where they bring the field out. After like hours later, the guy goes home, wakes up the next day, like really late, like late in the night because he's hungover, and they're working on that field right in the morning. They're out there right in the parking lot where that guy was drinking, wasted, eating chicken wings. Mahomes back. That's going nowhere. You know what? I don't, man, when they throw the ball to the running back in the middle like that, it's not going to go nowhere.
No, that play you could spring that play.
Maybe.
That number 42 made a great play. Who's number 42 on the Raiders?
What's the next play on the bat? I want to go touchdown, pass touchdown.
The next play is a field goal made.
What?
It says the 9th play would be a field goal made.
All right, now what's the odds? Let's take that.
It's minus 295.
Oh, forget that. It's not good enough money. I got to take things that are good money.
I know.
You got to take good money.
I agree.
So now you got to look forward. What you got to do now is look forward to the Raiders' next drive, the first play. And I think the Raiders are going to go for it. because they stopped them here. So if they get a field goal, it'll be 10-7. I think the Raiders are going to go, you know what? Let's try one deep. First down, let's just try deep.
There's a 40-yarder. He should make this.
Yeah, but every kick, extra point or field goal is an adventure. That's a good kick.
That's perfect, right down the middle.
That was effortlessly. That guy, you see him kick that, it just was like nothing.
Yeah.
All right, so it's 10-7. So I think next play, we're going to go to an intermission. They got to pay some bills. I really think the next play for the Raiders, what does it look like? You got your app open there?
Yeah, the next play is the kickoff to be a touchback, -295, no touchback, +210.
So we got to be ready. What we got to do is we got to be ready for after the kickoff what the first play will be.
Yeah,
and I would like to try to take.
Okay, the first play after the kickoff, a pass is -125, a run is -110.
Is there a touchdown?
Yeah, the first play to be a first down is +280.
Ooh,
and no is -400. And then the first play to be a touchdown is again +6,000.
You think the Raiders can make a first down off the first down?
Yeah,
that's a pretty good bet, right? What's that, +280?
Yeah. Put $100 down, you get 280, and make a first down.
I think that's the bet.
But let me ask you something. Now, what if the first down comes from a penalty?
Ooh, you lose.
Or let me ask you this: what if there's a penalty on the defense for offsides? Does the bet not count?
I think you lose the bet because you're saying it has to be a first down. Wait, it was a pass first down or just first down?
Just first down.
No, I think it would work then. I think if it's a penalty first down, anything that gets you a first down, you're saying it's going to be a first down. It doesn't say pass first down or rush.
The kickoff just came off the board.
Because they're getting ready to kick it off. Yeah. So they took it off. So I think you're right. I think that's a really good take then on the Raiders drive on the first down, that they get another first down right the first play. Yeah. And it doesn't say it has to be a pass or a rush. So it could be a penalty, could be a rush, could be a pass, could be anything.
So listen, buddy.
That's good.
Listen, if you're watching these games and you're not using the DraftKings in-game wagering, you're nuts. This in-game wagering is great. I'm telling you.
Look at that bet. You're looking at the game and you're watching it. Casey just kicked a field goal. The Raiders are like, maybe they're going to go for it. Let's try one play. This is the time to go for it. There's 8 minutes in the second half. You go for it, and that bet is a perfect bet because it doesn't even say it's got to be a rush or a pass. It could be a penalty too. Pass interference.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to me. Like, you could be at the game. You could be at Allegiant Field, and you could be watching the offensive coordinator, Greg Olson of the Raiders, call plays on the field, right? Now, if you're a lip reader, and you're in the Raiders playbook, he's calling like
that's a good point.
Right, 83 waggle on 2.
That's a good point.
You could say, oh, that's going to be a pass. You put it pass. You bet pass.
So you think you could do it that quick?
Yeah, that's why they probably close it off. They don't want anyone cheating.
But I do I'm sure there's people that have their favorites of in-game bets. I like the next play. And then I like the props of future things that are big things, like how many touchdown passes for the quarterback or how many rush yards for the running back. Oh, my God, look at Drake.
That was a better run right there. That was Kenyon Drake. That was better than what Jacobs has been doing.
Hey, Jacobs, something wrong with him today. He doesn't look good.
The whole year.
He looks slow. He looks tired. He looks hungover. He doesn't look good. He doesn't look strong.
I gotta think that the remaining players on the Raiders aren't getting hung over anymore. I mean,
no.
If they haven't had a wake up call after the last few weeks, then they're never gonna wake up.
They got a fullback in the backfield. Wow.
Yeah, but they're starting fullbacks out. Alec Ingold blew his knee out. No, that's not the fullback. That's Kenyon Drake again.
All right, next play. Okay, next play is a pass play. Definitely. Second down. They ran that ball twice. It's going to be a pass play. I don't know it's going to be a pass play.
Yeah, next play, fourth play to be a touchdown, fourth play to be a first down.
First down. I'll take first down on that.
Oh, they crushed them.
Oh, geez, see? I got beat on that one. That was a bad call. Would never have run that ball. That was stupid. I mean, you ran it twice with success. You got into a short yardage on second down. Just you have a down to play action. See, I just don't understand sometimes.
Wait a second.
You ran
that defensive lineman's number 24. What the heck is that?
You know what? That's got to end.
He's Melvin Ingram. He's 298 pounds.
Is that the guy from Pittsburgh?
Yeah, well, he was from the Chargers. He played for Pittsburgh, too.
Yeah, and Tomlin said some guys...
He got him.
Oh, jeez. And you know what Tomlin said in reference to him? Ingram. He didn't say Ingram's name, but he said before they traded him, he said some guys volunteer to be here and some guys act like they're hostages.
Yeah, I love Tom. Tom
and he met him because he was bitching all the time. And Tomlin, you know, he's a smart guy. He ain't stupid. So, okay, let's recap that Raider drive. I'm going to tell you right now, the Raiders, you know what? This gets me sick. This gets me sick to my stomach. Me and you could have done a better. Okay, the first two plays were fantastic plays. They got way more yardage on the running plays that they thought they would ever get. Then they get 2nd and 5, it was, or whatever, 6, and they didn't play action it. Then they get 3rd. They get stopped, like dead in their tracks. 3rd down, same yardage. He runs it again. He gets sacked. I mean, I don't know. I just don't sometimes understand any of it. I mean, it just seems like they just get.
No, it's bad play calling, buddy. I agree. It's bad play calling.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I mean, you put Derek Carr in a great position to do a play action pass after 2 big run plays on 2nd and 6. You get out of the hole. You're in your midfield. I just don't understand it. It's like some of these offensive coordinators, they got no guts. It's like, and then Carr gets, obviously they're coming after Carr on that 3rd down, and that pocket just collapsed. And there was nobody, no release of anyone. I don't know if Drake was in there.
Oh, I agree, buddy.
I mean, I just don't understand sometimes. It's just like, I go through this with the Vikings all the time, with their Cousins, with his plexiglass around him. And he just moves like a robot. He's like, huh?
Who's got the plexiglass?
Cousins, he was said, remember about the COVID. He goes, well, I'm going to try my best to stay away from everybody, even if I got to put a plexiglass screen around me during meetings. Like, shut up. That's what you look like when you're in the pocket. Like, he's moving. He's got this contraption on, and he's moving the plexiglass left and right as he tries to get away from the defense. He's like a robot. He's like a robot. And then he goes like this. I swear that guy, I know this is really going to be sad to say this because every guy plays to win and everybody wants to win. Everybody's competitive. But sometimes I look at that guy and I watch what he does and I'm like, he's just playing for stats. He doesn't want to throw it away. It's an incompletion. He doesn't want to throw it to maybe get a pick. And he just sits there and he takes a sack.
I agree.
And you could say the sack is whose fault? The offensive line. And I just he's so terrible. But the experiment is over. Next year the Vikings are moving on with the rookie quarterback from Texas A&M. They're going to get another rookie quarterback, and they're going to ride those 2 rookie contracts, those 2 rookie quarterbacks, and use all the money for offensive line and defensive line or whatever they need to do, along with do a good draft of offense and defense.
They can get out from under Carr's contract, though? Are you sure?
After this year. That's it. I think that's it. They don't have to. I think that's it this year, or it's next year.
What if he gets hot and he gets him in the playoffs?
No, don't matter.
What do you mean?
It's over. The project is over. It's like a bad Manhattan Project. It's like a bomb that exploded as they were developing the Manhattan Project. Oh, there's the Raider cheerleaders. Who's better, the Raider cheerleaders or the Cowboy cheerleaders?
Well, I don't know. I think they're all good.
Those girls. Yeah, I think the Raider cheerleaders might have just a better edge. You know, they're kind of like more brash. Like the cowboy cheerleaders are very nice and wholesome and all that kind of stuff in Texas. But I think the Raider cheerleaders, they're beautiful, but I also just think they just got a little something else. They're just like, whatever. You don't like me, I don't care. Yeah, I'm beautiful. Don't hate me for being beautiful. But they don't care. Who's that? All right, some guy's on the bench. Who's this guy? I can't keep track of all these players, and I get confused with these jersey numbers now.
Well, that lineman Ingram's number 24. I mean, come on, buddy. That's crazy.
All right, so right now, I'm going to tell you right now, whoever had Kelsey over catches and over his yardage for the game, prop bet in the beginning, is doing good.
They're good.
If you had Tyreek Hill, you're still waiting. He's had a few plays, but Kelsey's on fire. And let me ask you about Kelsey with his reality show. Did anyone ever chase him down in Chasing Kelsey and get him? Did any woman, I don't even like that title. I think it's demeaning to ladies that it was like Chasing Kelsey. Like all these girls were running around, running after Travis Kelsey.
Chasing him, trying to date him?
Yeah, I don't like that word. I think that was a derogatory word. And I think I'm going to call the cancel culture crew on that because I don't think that was right. It should have been Chasing Kelsey like these girls are all enamored. Like, woo, I got to get Travis Kelsey. Where is he? I think it should have just been like, I don't know. There could have been a better name. Chasing Kelsey kind of, I don't like that.
Chasing him.
And I don't think anyone ever caught him, or if some girl that had speed caught him and got him down, I don't think that guy wants to get with any of them anyway. I'm sure there's a lot of
big for that cornerback. That cornerback can't cover him.
No, of course not.
He's too big.
Oh, I got to tell you something. Yesterday, I watched this guy. There's this guy on Maryland. Yours is in Maryland. They played Wake Forest. It was a great game, back and forth on the ACC network. Who's that? Look at that little guy. Look at that guy.
Hardman.
I love the little guys. That they should have there's no way they should be playing football. Back in the day when we were kids, there's no way that kid would even play. They just sit him on the bench because they say he's too small, even if he was fast as shit. I mean, this guy's quick too. He's another little hill.
Hardman.
But there's this receiver. I think he's from Nigeria or somewhere in Africa, and he plays for Maryland, and he's like a tight end hybrid wide receiver. And I'll tell you right now, first time I ever watched Maryland. I just was watching the game just for shits and giggles. This guy, I got to look him up. That guy's going to be an unbelievable pro. He's going to be like remarkable. The guy just was, no one could cover him because he's so big. He just was like Kelsey. He just was pushing guys around, going in the end zone, one hand. I got to look the guys. I'm going to look him up right now. I told you this guy's like unbelievable. You see a guy and you're like, no one really talks about this guy, but this guy is going to be huge pro.
Yeah, I watched part of that game yesterday. I saw.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That guy, you going to look him up? Guy was awesome. And you know what else I think is going to be a good pro quarterback who's not going to get a lot of pub and he's going to get drafted late is the Fresno State quarterback. I watched him play UCLA. I think it was UCLA earlier in the year.
So he's really good. Yeah.
That guy's got guts. That guy's got balls. That guy is tough. And someone's going to draft that guy late, right? 6th round. And guess what? 5th round.
Yeah, you're talking about is Chigozie Okonkwo.
Yeah, where's he from? Nigeria? He probably played soccer. He probably was a soccer goalie. I'm not kidding you. I guarantee he was a soccer goalie.
He's from Powder Springs, Georgia.
Yeah, but originally, I think he's Nigerian, his family. There's nothing wrong with that. I swear to God, that guy, I guarantee, was a soccer goalie. Just like Tim Duncan was a swimmer. Which no one knows. That guy was so good. You watched him a little bit. That guy was unbelievable. If the Vikings could get that guy. And a Fresno State quarterback, too. I don't know his name, but I watched that guy play against UCLA. I couldn't believe that little guy. This guy's got guts.
Like Hamer.
He's unbelievable. Yeah. So, but sometimes these guys like that guy, I guarantee he's from somewhere in Nigeria or somewhere. I guarantee he plays soccer, that guy. He's got hands. You watch him, how he catches the ball. I'm like, this guy played soccer. And because he's got these hands, he was a goal.
Why would would you have hands if you play soccer?
He was a goalie. He was a goalie because he's tall. I guarantee he was a goalie, that guy.
Even then, all you do is bat the ball. You don't got to have good hands to be a goalie.
You watch him, he goes like this, like a goalie goes, like a goalie goes. That guy, I watched him and I was like, wow, that guy was the best guy on the field. He was better than those two quarterbacks still. All right, Kansas City, we got 3rd and 1. This is tough right here.
No, he didn't get it.
Yeah, he got it. He got it.
He's short, a half a yard short.
All right, tell me, what's the next play on the DraftKings app? Next play.
It's going to be,
what's the next play?
Hold on a second.
Let's try to get that in. Because it's going to be 4th and inches. It's going to be big.
The next play, 8th play of the drive, is a field goal. No is $13,000. No is plus $13,000 for no field goal.
Oh, forget it then.
It just went off the board.
2-minute warning. So you can't really, I wanted to bet like that they'd go for it. You know what I mean? We can't bet that they're going to go for it, like, or a touchdown will happen.
It just went off the board.
Oh, man. Because that's what I would want to look at, right? Wouldn't you? Like, go for it. Put $50, $25 on. They're going to go for it, pass or run.
Back in the day, buddy, when the 80s, when we were betting, we had the local bookie in Rome, New York. We had a local bookie, Mark Rafasi. He was a local bookie. He would take my bets.
Yeah.
So I called up one day, and I wanted to bet Oklahoma State. They were playing the night game. They were playing out in Arizona, right? So Oklahoma State was playing Arizona, but in New York, the game kicked off at 10:30 at night in New York because it kicked off at 7:30 on the West Coast, right? So I called up to bet Oklahoma State over Arizona, right? And I called up like in the afternoon, like 4 or 5 in the afternoon or whatever it was, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And I called. I said, "Hey, Mark, it's Tommy." He goes, "What do you got?" I go, "Give me 200 on Oklahoma State over Arizona." He goes, "Okay, you got 200. You got 200 on Oklahoma State, right?" So then later, right, he made a mistake, right? This guy made a mistake. So the next day, like I had to settle up, right, and I owed him because Oklahoma State lost that game, and I lost a couple other games. So Monday I had to settle up, and I called him up. I said, "Hey, Mark, I got to settle up. I'll come by the pizza place." And he goes, "Oh," he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I owe you $1,200." He goes, I can't believe you bet Oklahoma." He goes, like, he put down the wrong thing. Oh. So he gave me Oklahoma, but that game was over. So I bet a game. That was over.
So, but the thing about this story was before cell phones.
Yeah, we'll call him up. He was at the pizzeria.
Yeah, so he didn't have a device to look at the score right at that moment.
He was taking bets all day, and he was always hungover, and he was like,
and he had to get off the phone to get the next call because there was no call waiting.
So I called Oklahoma State. He wrote down Oklahoma. Oklahoma already won like 45-7, and he gave me that bet.
Oh, Tommy, that was great.
Right?
Okay, so here we go. So 2-minute warning, KC 10, Vegas 7. It's been a tighter game than I thought, but I still like my money line Kansas City, and I like the over still, even though it's way, way off. And I'm not one to halftime if I have an over, take an under in the second half. If anything, I would take an over in the second half because it won't be as many points as I need for the full over, and sometimes you win that. I don't like doing the under. So Mahomes under center. All right, what happened there? So that was a running play, and it's a first down. They're going to score a touchdown here no matter what. I don't know why the Raider guy wants a timeout. The Raider coach said, yeah. So is there a next play right now, like touchdown pass or running play? I don't think so because it'd be so easy to make money off that. I don't think that's probably there.
Yeah, let me see. No,
I doubt it. I doubt it, right? There's no next play touchdown pass or running touchdown. Nope.
No, next play is off the board.
Yeah. Because it's too easy. It's first and goal at the 2. But, but if you think about it, if they did running play or touchdown pass, you probably would get equal bets on each one. Some people would go running, some go passing, and you win the juice. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting they don't have that. because, you know, there's a lot of people that go running. There's a lot of people that would go passing on this. It's almost like you would just make the juice, which is a good thing to make, obviously. All right, so here we go. It's 1st and goal. They're going to get a touchdown in 4 downs no matter what. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
Nothing.
How come my next play disappeared?
See? And so did mine. I told you that. So everybody remember, so it's O.M.I.S Sweats. We're watching NBC Sunday Night Football. Chiefs at Raiders. West rivalry game here. History galore with the Raiders and the Chiefs. Remember, download the DraftKings app now and use the code OMIS to play free for millions. That's code OMIS to get free shot at millions in total prizes with your first deposit with the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL, DraftKings. Make it rain.
That was easy.
Oh, God. Tyreek Hill. Is it let it rain or make it rain? DraftKings, they got this little thing. They say make it rain or make it rain.
Make it rain.
And it's REIGN.
Yeah.
Because a king, right? Because a draft king, a king, right? So he reigns over his subject.
It might be let it rain. Because make it rain was when Adam Pac-Man Jones tried to make it rain with the strippers.
Oh, that's right. So it's let it. Are you sure it's let it? I don't think it's make it rain. I got to look that up. I think it's make it rain. Wait, make it rain.
No, it's funny, buddy. We say that all day long. I got to look that up.
I love looking up. Let me see what it is. DraftKings. I know it's one of those, and I get it because it's a play on king, and that's why they use it. Rain, REIGN.
So listen, buddy. I got to walk Mr. Meyer before I get ready.
Well, hang on a second. We're almost done.
Mr. Meyer, you got to go for a walk?
Get him in. Let me see that guy.
Mr. Meyer's funny. He just ate. He's happy he ate.
It's make it rain, REIGN, because the play on DraftKings, a king.
Yeah, make it rain.
That's what it is. So there you go, T. So right now, remember we took the 2.5 over 2.5 on Mahomes touchdown passes, and we took over 2.5 on Derek Carr.
Yep.
So right now we're already at 2 with Mahomes on that. We're already at 2 with Mahomes.
I have my game bet is the Chiefs minus 2.5 and the over. So I'm good with that.
Hang on.
Right?
Yeah, minus 3 over. I got money line over, and then in the process here too, we took Mahomes over 2.5 TD passes, and already he's got 2. He was minus 115, and we have Carr over 2.5 TD passes. He's got 1. He was plus 110.
They still got a minute and a half. They're going to drive. Wait.
Yeah, they're going to drive. So those 2 bets are really good, and I missed out. We got our early bets in, and like I just told people at halftime, I don't do. Even though right now, you know, I don't do halftime. If the game is, I have an over and it doesn't look good, I don't bet under on the half. If anything, I'll bet over because it'll be a lower over than what I need for the total over. But that's a tough thing to do. I like first half wagering along with game wagering on the team on the total game. But right here, I think we got good props with Mahomes and the Carr. You got KC minus 3 over. I got moneyline KC. And here we are as Vegas people. And we got Derek Carr and Waller on our thing here, our backdrop. But money's money. And all bets are off when all bets are off. And sometimes you just got to take against the team that you really like. And so we had to take those bets. The other thing that I think was important, I think we had a few little next plays that we won. Didn't we win a few next plays?
Yeah, we had like the pass and the run on the second drive.
Yeah. So we did those, which I think was good. And unfortunately, I missed. And I'm going to kill myself for this. But all you people out there, go download the DraftKings app. Use the promo code OMIS. Chance to win millions. $5 million. You put a $5 deposit and bet $1 and get a chance to win millions. Use the code OMIS. DraftKings. Oh, what happened there? But the one thing that
Raiders rivalry. Look, 1960 to
1989.
See? Yeah. Look
See?
at that, buddy.
That's what I showed pregame.
Right now, you're ahead of this. You're so far ahead of this.
I documented the 69 AFL Chiefs Raiders.
So
I documented the field, how they take the field in and out. Like I was a guy. What's the people that work on trees and grass?
Horticulturist?
Yeah. Like I'm that. I was like, are you talking about that? Who's that? Oh, that was Davis.
Yeah.
And was that Lamar? Does Lamar Hunt's family still own the Chiefs?
Oh, yeah. I think Clark Hunt is the owner now, his son or grandson.
Jeez, what a life that must be, to be Lamar Hunt's grandson.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Like the Rooneys and the Maras. They just hand it down.
I would love to be
generation.
I'm just the son of a guy that laid carpet.
I'm the son of a guy that worked in a steel and copper mill. God
dang, man. What luck.
You know, it's funny. My father I realized my father worked the 11:30 to 7:30 shift and the graveyard shift, right? You'd go into work at 11:30 at night, work all night. And then in the summertime, when I was like 10 or 12 years old, I know he'd come home from work at like 7:30 in the morning. So I'd be outside in the driveway with the basketball. I want to play him a one-on-one. This poor guy, he had to work like 8 hours. And then he comes.
And then you're out there practicing your jump shot.
And he turns down the driveway and comes up the driveway. And he's got to see me out there and go, oh, this freaking kid.
And then he wants to get some rest, and you're pounding the ball out there.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on, Dad, let's play one-on-one. Oh, my God.
That's funny, dude. That's funny. So the only bets that we forgot, which people out there always remember to do this, like this game, KC, there's certain teams, they have certain players, and the way they play their offense. And I know KC's offense been off, but right now, if you had Tyreek Hill catches and yards, he's down on catches, but he's got his yards. He'll get some more catches. And Kelsey, too, he's probably almost very close, if not already over-ish, his total for the game. Those are great prop bets, player prop bets before the game goes off.
KC looks good today. They're getting the ball back in good field position. They're going to score again. They got a minute.
If they score here, dude, that's not good. If they score here, that's bad. So at halftime, like I was telling the people out there when you were with the dog, I don't think I would take anything at half, even if someone scores here. Even if the Chiefs scored here, I want to take the Raiders plus whatever points for second half. I want to take an over or under. I'd stick with my initial bet, and I look for some more in-game plays, be it what's the next play or pass yardage or touchdown passes, get back in on that. Because I just, that's what I would do. I love the next play, and I love, in there with the pass yardage or the total TDs. I love that. I think those things are really good. Let's get back in there.
And they got the ball on a 38-yard line. They're going to score again if they don't watch out.
Oh, my God.
That was a half-a-yard gain.
That was nothing. He could have broke that up. Why didn't he cut that up? That guy's fast. If he cut, he should have cut that. All right, so right now it's 17-7. Right now, the Chiefs are -7.5, -115, and over 53.5. So see, that makes me believe. And now the over went down to 51.5. That's interesting. So see, I see what happened. People bet the over, and now they took the under in game. But I still think that they had it at 53 makes me believe this game's still going to go over. I know it's only 24. What was the total full game, Tom? 50?
54.
Yeah, so right now it's 24. 24 and 24 is 48. That's only a touchdown. I always look at it that way. 24 and 24 is 40. They got 24 now. So you only need another 6. That means one possession of a touchdown to make it get to the over.
Get a field goal rate here. That's 27. So that's 54.
Yeah.
Here we
So
go.
sometimes it looks tricky in the first half, and it looks like such a low scoring. You're like, oh my God, my total's 54. I only got 24. You can't get nervous. It's only 6 points more that you need than you got in the first half. And sometimes people get freaked about that. And I think those people then end up starting to bet, unders in the second half and things like that. Who's this guy? Who is these guys? Eastern Michigan.
Max Crosby of the Raiders and Andrew Wiley of the Chiefs, I think.
Oh, they went to Eastern Michigan?
Yeah.
I just think I watched them get beat the other day by the Toledo. I think Toledo. I was watching Toledo beat them.
Which one's the Chippewas?
That's Western Michigan, isn't it, or Eastern Michigan?
I don't know.
One of the Michigans. Western or Eastern?
Chippewas?
Western, I think, is the Chippewas, but I think it was, in fact, it was worse. That Eastern Michigan got beat by Miami, Ohio University, and they were terrible. They beat them.
The Bobcats.
Yeah, they beat them. The Bobcats beat them. And what college?
State of Ohio.
And what college did David Letterman go to in that conference?
David Letterman went to Ball State.
Yeah. At first, I thought he went to Bowling Green, but he didn't go to Bowling Green.
He went to Ball State.
And that's in that division, I believe. Bowling Green's in there. Yeah. All right, so let's see what we got here. 32 seconds. They're really making a muck up of this, the Chiefs. They couldn't really put this thing away. They could put the Raiders on their heels, and it would be really good if they scored because the over would help the over in the second half, but they're really making a mess of this.
Position. They got 3 timeouts and 30 seconds to go. They got
and that's why I don't understand what they're doing.
Look at that. Look at that. Man, he's missing his long guy.
Oh, come on. All right, next play.
There isn't a next play bet anymore.
Oh, they took it off again. Okay.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it goes quick. I saw it. I just saw it. But I think you got to jump on it so fast. Where's the... Oh, here's an interesting...
I don't even have the category.
I have the category. It came back up.
Mine didn't come back up.
This is a good bet. So reception... See, it comes back up. You got to look at it.
Man, Kelsey's killing them, buddy. Killing them.
Oh, guy's awesome. So right now, here's an interesting bet for Tyreek Hill. Over 2.5 touchdowns, plus 290. Does he got 1 or 2? He's got both. Already. He's got 2, right?
Yeah.
That's a good bet. I would take that going into half. I take over 2.5 touchdowns. He's already got 2 plus 290. If that's right, I would jump on that. Because wait, did he get both TDs?
Yeah, it's both.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. And Kelsey, wow, Kelsey is over 0.5 TDs plus 215. I think he's going to score a TD tonight.
Well, he's already got 8 catches.
I mean, a guy's like, that's what I mean. I think he's over his catch total. I bet you his catch total was 8 or 7.5. And he's probably over the yards because he's been getting bigger chunks. I think Tyreek Hill is under his catch total maybe by 3-ish. He needs maybe 3 more, but he's close to his yards. And those guys both, see, those are really good prop bets in the beginning of the game. I don't really want to play the quarterback passing yards or TDs. I just like playing. I'd rather play the 2 main guys that get the ball and watch the quarterback just throw to them. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. All right, you got timeouts, right? 1 left. They're going to kick a field goal.
Too long. Why did they wait so long?
They waited way too long. They're going to kick a field goal.
Yeah, they're going to put the time back on the clock.
Yeah, but not enough for a last play, right? A Hail Mary.
I don't know why he waited that long. I would have called timeout with 7 seconds to go. You still got 1 more shot at the end zone. That's bad.
That was, again, Tom, this happens every week. We watch these things every week, and I still just get amazed by, I don't understand what these guys are doing. Do you think the Kansas City Chiefs were out last night, like hanging out?
Hell no.
On the strip?
No way.
Come on.
No, they're in
I could see some of those guys going to like a rodeo bar and getting on a steer.
Yeah.
Trying to do that. Remember drunk girls in LA would go to that Saddleback Ranch on Sunset Boulevard and get on that electric bull and get thrown off?
Yeah, I remember.
They're drunk, then they throw up. They get off and throw up.
It.
Oh, this guy stinks. How can you... He shaked it. It was like a shake. It was like a bad golf shot. That's terrible.
It was a hook. He hooked it.
He hooked it for no.
Yeah.
He wasn't open enough. Like these guys aren't open enough with their kick. Like,
all right, look, buddy, I gotta go. I gotta do stuff with this little guy.
let me see. Let me see him. We're gonna. Okay, I want to look at one thing, and then we're gonna. This is over. We're gonna leave because the second half gets tight, and everybody wants to watch the game. And we can't have the game on because we're not Peyton and Eli. We're only Barry and Tommy of Old Men and Sweats. So we're gonna let everybody go. I just wanted to see if there's just one more bet. I just wanted to look at one more bet. Go to the DraftKings app, download the app, use the code OMIS to win millions. And you can win millions or use the code PLUS, $5 deposit, $1 bet, win up to $100 in free bets. We appreciate DraftKings sponsors. We appreciate Hornitos. We appreciate our Cajun brothers at Boot Crew Media. It's been a good half. It's, what is it, 17-7?
17-7, yep.
77 Chiefs. So right now, just the line is the Chiefs minus 6.5, minus 120, and over 51.5. I don't think you're going to do nothing. You got Chiefs minus 3. I don't think you need that minus 120 to win 100 to put another 4 points out there. And the over's 51. I don't need it because I got money line. And the over 51, I mean, we're at, what do we have, 54, me and you?
54, yeah.
It's 24 right now. Like, again, I'll bet that they're going to get 24 is 48 and another 6 is 54. If it's a push, it's a push. I'm going to stick with that. Again, all you people out there, if you're looking for anything for in-game, look at the next play. Next plays are great bargains. And look at the receiving yards and touchdowns, pass TDs, receiving TDs, and rush TDs. And look at players in there because there's some good bets there of prop bets for players that maybe you didn't get a chance to do a prop bet in the beginning of the game. And that's it. So where's the doggy? Can you show me the doggy?
Yeah, he's right down here. He won't let me pick him up now, though.
Why? He's mad at you?
Yeah, he gets scared.
He's all jittery and shit?
Yeah.
Look, he looks scared. Look, he looks fine.
Yeah.
All right,
He's a good guy.
So everybody out there, all you sweaties out there, we appreciate you watching. Make sure you watch the replay on YouTube or Facebook or our website, oldmenansweats.com or bootcrewmedia.com. Make sure you watch or listen to the podcast of this on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, etc. That will be out. And remember to go follow us on social media at Old Men and Sweats. All the major platforms are there. Go follow us, like us, all that kind of good stuff. And remember this, and always remember this about us. We had a great time here. DraftKings special, Chiefs at Raiders. Remember this, though, and always remember this. We won't try harder next time. So
don't even ask.
Yeah, don't even ask because it won't happen. All right, everybody.
All right,
thank you. Thank
Good
you
job,
for
buddy.
joining us. We appreciate it. That's our Raiders Chiefs halftime special. Watch the second half. Have a great time watching it. We'll recap the second half next week, and we'll recap all the earlier games, the early games. There was a lot of great games. My Vikings won. Cowboys looked good. Tampa Bay looked terrible. There's a lot of good games that happened. We'll recap those also and then go into the next week, which will be what? Week 12 already?
No, week 11.
It'll be week 11 next week?
Yeah.
And we got 17 weeks.
18 weeks.
18. My God. They keep
Yeah.
adding. Pretty soon it's going to be 52 weeks. All right. Thank you, everybody. Take care.
All right, buddy. I'll see you,
Adios, buddy.
All right, man.
All right, later, man.
Yeah.